Hi, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, Monday through Thursday. Now, if you're new to the channel or if you like to cross-watch and you don't want to watch the introduction, which this is, and will be tagged onto all of the readings, then just go right down there. I should have updated the timestamp, so that should just bypass me completely, or at least this part. Now, I hope you will watch it at least once, though, because I try to put some good information. And again, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and let whatever comes through come through. Now, I'm going to go and talk a little bit before we get into the cards. I'm going to talk about what's going on in the skies. I do have this posted on my website, in my blogs, but we do have some interesting stuff happening. December 20th. Remember, we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes retrograde on December 29th. So we do have that very anything can happen type of energy going on. Mercury has a lot to do with electronics, has to do with messages. So, it has to do with people coming back in. I feel Mercury, when it goes retrograde, it tries to clean up some of the mess. Sometimes it makes a little bit more of a mess before you can clean it up. If you've ever had to clean out your garage, you understand what I'm saying about it before things can get organized. I think Mercury helps to work with karmic energy. When we're in the retrograde time, karmic energy gets resolved, or it works towards resolution. How's that? So we have other things going on. This December 20th through the 23rd, and actually, through the 29th, is going to have some strong energies. We have on the 20th, Jupiter, which has been going back and forth between between Aries and Pisces. Well, now it's leaving Pisces for good, and it's going into Aries. And then it's going to stay in Aries. It's going to transition in and out of that too. But right now it is going into Aries. It is going to be very focused energy. This is a really strong time to write down your goals, okay? Write down the things you want to happen and be persistent. This is the time, just be persistent. I really get this persistent energy here. It's like, every day, put it out there, okay? Because Aries is fire energy, so it's very passionate burning, and Jupiter, is the planet of good fortune. Every day, be like that little drop of water that just keeps hitting that rock until you make a really big indent. Okay, so that's the 20th, 9:33 a.m. The 21st, we have the winter's solstice, or that's for the northern hemisphere. The southern hemisphere has the summer solstice. These are those times where, there's a lot of metaphysical energy going on around solstices. So this is again a time to put it out there. Drop. I know I'm going to be for drop, with that water. Just keep putting it in there. Sun is entering Capricorn, Earth energy, at 4:59 p.m. on the 21st. So we have winter solstice. We have the sun going into Capricorn. So Capricorn is the Earth, so it is about your money, job, career, very tangible energy. There is Capricorns are workhorses. I know that all of us can have this part about us, but Capricorns, they get things done when they set their mind to it. They have to set their mind to it. Capricorn is squaring with Jupiter, and that day also. Now, squaring has a little bit of a, kind of a little bit of a rub. It's like that little piece of sand in an oyster that can become that pearl. So it's kind of like saying, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. So it's kind of irritating to each other. But because of that irritation, there's a little bit kind of a competition. It's like, well, we're going to get this done. Now, the 22nd, we have Venus in Capricorn trining with Uranus, which is retrograde in Taurus. Again, two earth energies. And Venus, so there can be unexpected relationship energies. And remember, we also have the 29th, we have Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn, going retrograde itself in Capricorn. And when Mercury goes retrograde, which we are in that shadow, many things can happen with relationships. A lot of times that's about, old relationships coming back into our lives. There can be some just really big insights about relationships. Mercury is about electronics. It's about messages. It's a very I don't want to say fluid because it's not. You don't want to put fluids with Mercury. It's a very electric type of energy. So we are in a time when anything can happen, and I do feel when Mercury goes retrograde that there's a lot of karmic readjustment being offered or being done during this time. So we have that Venus. Now on the 23rd, we have the new moon in Capricorn at 5:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, the 20th through the 23rd, very strong energy, very much if there's something that's just not moving for you or not being put into place or just not, drip, drip, drip. You have to be persistent. Many times we don't get it on the first try, sometimes not even on the second, sometimes not on the 99th, but then that 100th time comes. And then our wounded warrior, Chiron, goes direct. So there's, I'm not really an expert with the wounded hero, the wounded warrior, Chiron, except that there's a lot of self-sacrificing with Chiron, and it's been going retrograde, so now it's going to go direct. So I would say between the 20th through the 23rd is going to be very strong energies, and then we look at our numbers. We have December, which is the 12th month. We have the 20th, so we have a lot of that 2 energy, changes, decisions, coming together. So on December 22nd, 2022, we've got all those 2s. That has to mean something. So very interesting energies going on right now. Now, for the readings, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will be using my Archangel Power Tarot cards and my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. I will be using my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies. Okay, and there's the Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo, and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I will also, just because I was doing this, I was doing some videos, product reviews or card reviews. I don't know what we're going to do with this per se, but for this time, we're going to use the Angel Answers Oracle cards. I do have a little problem with the Angel Answers, is that it doesn't always give you the answer you want it to. So isn't that how life is? So let's see. Now, so that's what we're going to do in the main readings. But for right now, I am going to be using my Rider-Waite Rider Traditional Tarot and my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Remember what I said earlier. These are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. And again, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Source, Holy Spirit, and, let them take the show. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Holy Father, what do we have coming? We have this one jumping. Remember, cards that are reversed, to me, I believe they have stronger, pay attention energy. So let's see what we have. So the first one that jumped is the Fool, a new beginning, a new start. Believe. It may not necessarily look positive. It may not look the way you want it to be, but just believe. But it is a new journey. It is a new start. So let's see what else we might have here. One more shuffle. Oh, and here we go. And we come to the Page of Swords. All right, so that one fell on the floor. Let's see. How about one more? What else do we have? One other card. One other card. So there is some challenges. What's going on? This has, okay, let's go on. Let's just see what we've got here. Okay. So cards fall out. They want to be read. They want to be seen. The first one we have here is, again, reversed. This is a 0. This is a God source number, so there is something very divine with this. I know 7 is a divine number, but this is a, like you're being put on this path for a reason. You are here at this time for a reason. And if you follow me, I believe that the people that follow here we're basically all light workers. We're all, healers in some ways. There's a divine, we're on a divine journey in many, many ways, and we come together to be encouraged. You encourage me, I encourage you. So the Fool doesn't necessarily look to where he's going, but the Fool believes that everything will be fine. The sun is shining on the Fool. The Fool, is, kind of in a little bit of a dangerous position if he's to continue moving forward that direction. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to. The Fool just has a love of life, and the Fool is, has a lot of faith and a lot of belief, knows that wherever the Fool is going will be the right direction, even if there's some hard times for the Fool. So something for this week, there's a new direction happening. Now we come to the Page of Swords. Now this is Major Arcana, which is more universal energy. This is Minor, which is more your day-to-day. Now the Court cards have a dual energy. Pages themselves have, their underlying energy is that earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We're going in, we're having a lot of that Capricorn energy right now. We're going into that Capricorn time. Money, job, career, tangible energy. So that has that earth, that's really grounded energy. Swords is that air energy. That is your Aquarius, your Gemini, and your Libra. And we've been talking about Aquarius and Gemini having Saturn in Aquarius and Mars in Gemini. So that is your air energy. That is your thought processes. That's thinking things through, making some plans. Also could be about hearing news. Okay? So the Page of Swords has this really, maybe hearing news about money, hearing news or about a new job, kind of this, things are in the air energy. The Page of Swords is not necessarily as focused as what he should be, because he's very enthusiastic. So he's kind of like jumping ahead of himself. He's one of these energies that just wants to kind of get there. Doesn't necessarily see the roadblocks, isn't really taking time to think things through, but that's okay. That's okay, because he's got this Fool energy next to him that's saying everything's going to be okay. The Page of Swords does bring about challenges. It's new challenges, new possibilities, but it's okay, because the Fool energy next to him is like saying, come on, we're going to get through this. Let's do this. Your next card we have is the 9 of Fire. So 9 has an energy, so we have a 0990. 9 has an energy of let's wrap it up. We've got this. You just stand firm. Fire energy is our Aries. Again, Jupiter going into Aries. It's also our Leo. It's also our Sagittarius, and we're transitioning from Sagittarius to Capricorn. And again, passionate, burning, very committed energy here. Now, this 9 of rods or wands, some people call it either one, is basically, you can see he's been beat up a little bit. And I don't mean that somebody's jumped. It's just life has given him, this is somebody that has learned from the school of hard knocks, okay? But he is still standing firm. He is not backing down. So whatever's going on between the Fool and the Page, the 9 of Fire kind of tells them, hey, just keep moving. Don't stop. Don't back down. Don't give in. You've earned your right. You are now, you are where you're supposed to be, and you're not supposed to go backwards. So interesting stuff with that. Now, the one card we did not talk about, the one energy, is our cups or our water, which is our Cancer, which Pisces, and our Scorpio energy. Remember, Scorpio is in the southern, or the southern node is in Scorpio right now, so that is about the past, clearing up the past. And we have, we have Jupiter, which is leaving Pisces to go into into Aries. Now remember, that's not changing a direction, that's just moving on. So it is going at its normal pace. So let's see, with Osha Zen Tarot, is there anything else? So whatever this is, there is something that's new and exciting happening. It may be a little bit unbelievable. There's a lot of God source energy here. You have to believe, even if you feel like it's not, like you're not necessarily on steady ground. The page is basically kind of saying, yes, there is a new start, a new beginning. Think things through. There's going to be challenges. So it's not necessarily an easy week per se. There are challenges to this week. And then the Nine of Rods is going to say you need to just keep firm. You need to stay focused. You need to keep moving. You don't go backwards. Do not go backwards. Okay? Don't retreat. And again, I'm really getting, he has been through the school of hard knocks. So let's see, with the Osha Zen Tarot, God source energy, what would you have? Okay. Guilt. So we have an 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. And then we have this woman, or could be a man, but generally more of a feminine energy. Just, oh my gosh, the thoughts. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What am I supposed to do? Have I done right? So whatever's going on here is really bringing up a lot of upset. It's really bringing up a lot of, what have I been doing? What have I played into this? So there could be, remember with that Mercury brings revelations. We're not necessarily in the retrograde, but we're getting closer and closer to the retrograde. So it does bring revelations to us, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that was happening. I can't believe this is happening. And what part did I play in any of this? So it's an interesting energy. I mean, we have this one that's all these possibilities, not necessarily easy, but not necessarily hard. We always have to remember that God's source is guiding us and putting us on this journey. We have to stay firm. And then we get this guilt card. The guilt card, too, though, is about letting go. I mean, you cannot move forward. You cannot move forward if you're stuck in guilt. Okay? Think of guilt as like one of those really sticky spider webs. And we've all seen movies. Well, we've seen movies where we get, where the hero or the heroine or whoever the main character is, even the bad guy gets stuck in gets stuck in their web, the web of deceit, the web. So there's something about this. We cannot move forward if we stick in, if we're stuck in guilt. I'm always talking that fear is a tool of the devil. Well, guilt is another tool, and it just doesn't let you move on if you get stuck in this energy. So this is more universal. So this is what's going on. There's lots of movement happening. We can't get stuck in guilt. We can face it. And then, we can apologize. We can say, yes, that happened. We can acknowledge, but we cannot get stuck in it. If you can't make a change to it, if you can't change the past, but we can learn from the past and we can move on. So, and these are all about moving on. This is saying, don't go back. Don't go back. Guilt, acknowledge it, move on. Okay? So interesting stuff for this week. I'm sorry that I'm on the later side, but I have actually had some a Christmas miracle in many ways. So maybe I'll talk about that on my blog. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something about it. But yes, our garage door came not completely, but it came off of its hinges. And if you've ever had that happen, it's interesting. But again, too, God source came through, and within, I think, an hour, hour and a half, it was all resolved. And so again, I look at those as Christmas miracles. All right, so please take time to do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. We have hit 26,000 and we're staying there. Because like I said, normally it kind of goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, but we're staying there and we are growing. So thank you to all. We're in this together and we're here to support each other. I hope I support you and help you, and I know that you do the same for me. So let's get started on our readings. Hello, my Virgos. I think it's time for you to come out of your shell. I don't know, and maybe this Capricorn change, there's really a lot of strong stuff, energies to work with. I think you need to give it a shot, okay? Whatever that is, I think you need to give it a shot. I'm kind of getting give it a shot. Give it a try. How's that? Give it a try, my Virgos. Okay, let's see. Come out of your shell. Come out wherever you are. Okay, my Virgos, higher power. What do you want to say to our Virgos? What shall we say? What shall we say to our Virgos? What shall we say to our Virgos? Three cards. Now one. Reversed. Okay, let's see what we have for my Virgos here. First card is the Page of Michael, the Page of Swords. That was in the introduction, so you might want to make sure you watch that. Pages have underlying energy of your energy, my Virgos, earth energy. But this is Michael. This is air energy. This is thought processes. This has that Aquarius and that Gemini and Libra energy. Now remember, I am going to go into the Gemini, that Mars is in Gemini right now. It is direct right now. So I feel like there's a focused energy here. Now, your job energy, underlying. I kind of get this sense you really need to be very strategic in your job day-to-day life, okay? I do feel that Saturn in Aquarius energy, where it's, the uncovering of truth versus illusion. And I really feel that you can make a difference. You can actually make this work for you, but you have to, your job or this change in your finances, you can make it work for you, but I feel like you have to be very strategic in your actions. You have to be very conscious of what you're doing. It's like that, it's just don't just get in a rut. You have to be really present. Be present this week in whatever this change or what's going on for you. And again, I told you, you had to come out. You had to come out of the shell. You have to be very present. You have to make yourself known. So pages are messengers. Pages are also, they leap in. They're like you ask anybody, okay, who wants to do a hard job? I'll do it. A page will jump right in and do it and believe that, she will make a wonderful outcome with it. I just feel this week for you, you have to be very present. You have to make yourself known. You have to be very strategic. I'm getting all of that from this card here. So, truthful, perceptive, analytical, and blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. And really, if you do have contracts or documents, one thing about Mercury retrograde is make sure you have someone look at them. Usually best to try to delay it, but if you can't, because life does go on, make sure you have someone that is good. Look at them. Here we go, reversed. The Magician. Again, you have to be very present. Now we come to one, the new beginning, new start. The Magician, Archangel Raziel. This is, as in heaven, so on earth. This has a lot of abundance, but it has a lot of you can make things happen. Like I said, you have to come out of your shell this week. You really have to be there. I know I'm going to keep saying that until somebody gets this. You need to do what needs to be done, and you have the ability, you have the power, you have the magic, you have the prayers, you have the spirituality. So you can do this. Whatever this is, you can get it done. And you need to let people know that, you know, it's you. Now, I'm going to say there should be an attitude of gratitude at all times with higher power and your angels, because they are there to push you and to make your way better or clearer. But again, what I just told you, you can manifest. This is all about you can. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Interest. Very strong. I'm getting very strong energies for you, my Virgos. Get out there. Next card, the Ace of Ariel. So we have a 1-1 energy. So 1 beginning. Ariel is your energy. This has, again, this new opportunity, new job, this really very abundant energy for you. But you have to be there to claim it, okay? You have to be present to claim it. So do that, okay? It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support. A change in job or promotion. Oh, yet again? We'll see. We'll see. But you have to be there. It's not something you can just ride. You have to have people see your face. You have to make yourself known this week, okay? Guardian angels, higher power. What do you have? What else can you tell our Virgos? What can you tell our Virgos? I know I could go more, but it's so clear. It's so clear. You have to be present in your job, or whatever the relationship is. Let's put it that way. Whatever the relationship is, you have to be there. You have to be a part. But, you know, they have to see you. You have to be seen, okay? Wonderful energies around you as long as you're being seen. Here we go. As long as you're being acknowledged. Okay. Reversed. Embrace those around you. Now, this is the Hierophant card, which I'm not a real fan of, but this has a beautiful energy to it. It is a 5, so we have a 1-1-5, 5-1-1. Change, change, change. Hierophant is rules and regulations. Not necessarily something that I'm a big fan of, because there's a lot of constriction with this. But when we come to this card, it's a loving card. So embrace those around you. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you, making it even more important to surround yourself with those who love you and share your beliefs. Be willing to accept help from others. You could find comfort in traditional solutions, or your heart may long to try out new ideas. Okay? Embrace those around you. That's interesting with that one. Okay, let's see. Crystal, oh, nope. My inspirational words for my Virgos. What do we have for our Virgos here? What inspirational words do we have for our Virgos? What do we have for our Virgos? Let's see what we've got for our Virgos here. Okay, not reversed. A joyful sunrise. Find time to help yourself, or you will find you are alone when you've helped. Okay, I'm sorry, we gotta go back to this. Find time to help yourself, or you will find you are alone when those you've helped have moved along. That's why you've got to be present this week, whatever that means to you. People have to see you this week. Okay, you have to be seen. Really good energy. But you have to, I don't know, you really put yourself forward. Anyway, crystal or energy for my Virgos. What do we have here? What do we have for the crystals or energies for my Virgos? Here we are. Okay. Golden topaz. It's all about faith, wise action, perseverance, confidence. Okay, so we're going to pull out our angel oracles, and I've been saying this on all the videos, so if you've been cross-watching, you'll have heard this. But, these are kind of, there's things, this will give you kind of yes or no, or a little more of a time frame. These are angel kind of advice. This gives you a little bit more surrounding the question. So think of a question, my Virgos, but remember, this is just for fun. So do not go out, and again, I know I use this because I do not go out and quit your job unless you've got another job, okay? So let's see. Ask a question, and then just for fun, kicks and giggles, let me know then what you think. Okay, for my Virgos. For my Virgos, what do we have? What do we have, angel oracles? Oh, so this has a little more of a time frame, or I'm sorry, this has more of a yes or no time frame, a little bit more concise. Here we are. Okay, another card, another one got this. Choose a new direction. Now, I will also tell you that sometimes the direction, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get to where you want to get to, but sometimes there's a detour. So choose a new direction. Let me know what that is. But again, that is our fun card. Okay, my Virgos. Please take a moment, comment, go down here, like, share, subscribe, click on the bells for notifications. As always, though, my Virgos, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.